Hi! Today I'm demonstrating watercoloring with the 2016 Stampin' Up! Celebration Flowering Fields stamp set. I got this stamp set for free with a purchase, and you can too! And I'm going to tell you how. But first, let me welcome you to StampingSmiles.com. I'm Shelley Godby, the owner and CEO of Stamping Smiles, and for nearly 15 years, I've been teaching others how to create their own hand-stamped smiles. So let's have a look. So we have the Flowering Fields stamp set in your choice of wood mount or clear mount, and it was found here in the 2016 Stampin' Up! Celebration catalog. So let me show you real quickly as you're looking through, and you'll see exclusive Stampin' Up! Products, stamp sets, designer paper, even Project Life. And next to each exclusive item it says free. So free with a $50 purchase, and there's no limit. For every $50 that you order, you get to pick one of these items, and there are just many to choose from, absolutely for free. And here's our Flowering Fields stamp set. And I'm also using the coordinating Wildflower Fields Designer Series paper on our card. And you can only see so much of the pattern in a little picture. So I have all of them right here. Here are the 12 patterns on the 12 by 12 sheets. Very nice. And of course there are more. Let me show you here real quickly. There are 3 at the back of the catalog. The Sky is the Limit, the Perfectly Artistic Designer Paper, and the Hello Stamp Set. These 3 are available only through February 15th. So look those over, and if you really like those, start with those. This promotion celebration goes through March 31st, so we've got time to get all of the free items. And it's free with anything that you can purchase in my online store, www.shopwithshelley.com. So that means from the 2016 Stampin' Up! Occasions catalog and the 2015-2016 Stampin' Up! Catalog. Okay? Got it? All right, so I'm ready to start demonstrating, and I'm going to start with my die cutting. And you see I'm using framelits. Usually you'd think with a framelit you would stamp and then center it around there, right? Frame it and then die cut it. Not this time. So I've got here my Big Shot and the 2 cutting pads. It comes with a multi-purpose platform and 2 cutting pads. So we've got the multi-purpose platform. It's set on tab 2 or no tabs open. And the picture tells you, so you don't have to memorize all of this. It's all pictured on here, what you need to do. You get to embossing folders, we go to tab 1. Okay, and so, but we do need a cutting pad. And then I have thick Whisper White cardstock because I'm going to be watercoloring. And then for my Circle Collections framelits dies, I'm using this one. All right, and so, you know, I could use the magnetic platform, but I don't need to be perfect. It just needs to be on here because, again, I'm going to stamp afterwards. So cutting pad, and then we're just going to crank this through and get our die cut circle. Fantastic, easy, love, 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 my Big Shot. So I did my die cutting first because I want to stamp these 3 flowers and the butterfly from the Flowering Fields stamp set in that circle. And I wasn't confident I would have gotten them all in the circle, so I die cut first. Okay, so I have here the Basic Black Archival Stampin' Pad. This is a permanent ink, and I'll be able to watercolor without this bleeding. So we're going to push, flip, lock that lid into place. I'm going to start with the flower in the center. And so I'm tapping. Let's turn it over, make sure we've got that inked well. And I don't want to go all the way to the top because I need to leave room for my butterfly. Oh, nice. Okay. And now this flower. We just got a field full of flowers. Okay. Oh, looking good. I don't want them all equal in distance, you know, to the top. So I've got this one a little bit taller. Ink this one up. Oh, fantastic. Isn't this beautiful? See, if I left it on there, I think I would have had them too spread out. And so, and then my butterfly probably would have been off the top. So we're going to come over here and make sure I have some good coverage, straight up and down. Oh, beautiful, beautiful. Okay, so let's close this. Great. And now let's go ahead and start with the leaves. Old Olive is one of the colors in the Designer Series paper. So I'm going to watercolor, so I'm going to press down. Here we go. And that presses the ink pad into the lid, and so I get color in there that I can watercolor with. So I have here, oh, I've got my napkin and an aqua painter, and I took this off and filled it with water, and then we're going to use this, and it's just so much easier than watercolor brushes, because watercolor brushes, trying to get that color, the water control just right, is difficult, where this controls it. So we're going to squeeze to get it going. Okay, and then also to make sure I put it away clean. And then we're going to come over here and pick up, and if you like, you can go over here and test and see if it's too much, because you can always wipe off a little bit more water. I'm not squeezing anymore. I am done squeezing. So let's pick up some ink and come over here and follow along and fill in. And watercoloring, don't go for perfection. And when you go and look at any of your favorite watercolored paintings, they are so far from perfect, and I think that's what's so appealing about them. So I'm doing the little stems of the flowers too, not just the big one. Okay, and that adds a lot to this. So let's come along here. Again, we're not going for any kind of perfection. And once you get over trying to be perfect, if you have tendencies like that, and if you do, I so get you, because I've got plenty of issues, you'll just enjoy this so much more, and everything will look really cool. Okay. Now, I've got that done. Let's pick up a little bit of this darker. And that may have been from some ink refill I put in there of the same color. Figure, yeah, what's the worst it's going to do? Touch the lid and re-ink my pad? So I'm just adding some shading on these leaves. Yeah, leaves. Isn't that pretty? And it's just not flat. Okay, so we are done with Old Olive. So we close that lid. Hear that click, so we know that it's closed and it's not going to dry out. So now we're going to squeeze and clean off the Old Olive, because we don't want to contaminate anything. So the next color, Lost Lagoon, press down, get ink into that lid, open that up, and let's do our flowers here. I know every time I watercolor I tell you how much I love it, but I do. The look is gorgeous, but there's something good for the soul. It's so peaceful. But oh, of course, all this gorgeous color. Again, please don't try to be perfect. There we go. Okay, I see I missed that one. Look, see? Quick. That done. Squeeze, get off some color. So in the next one, we're going to just keep going. In the center, I have the Hello Honey. Let's get some color into that lid. All right. I want that a little bit deeper. There we go. And the thick Whisper white cardstock, I like watercoloring with it. It just doesn't warp nearly as much as the Whisper white. You know, and we have watercolor paper, but I really wanted the starkness of the white. So look, already done with that. Clean that off. And then Calypso Coral. Again, one of the colors in the designer paper that we're using. Okay, I didn't get much in there. Let me press down a little bit more. There we go. And let's come in here. Oh, this is in one of the subtles. Depending how you put it down, it can be very vibrant. So if I thin it out, I can have it light, or I can make it nice and vibrant with deeper. You know, with the stronger, you know, not so watered down. This is really a pretty color, and not one that I've given a lot of attention to. But I've been playing with it because it's in this paper and just really liking it. So I'm picking up some of the deeper to do some shading. Very, very nice. Okay, so let's clean that. And then all we have left to watercolor, can you believe it, is our butterfly. So I have here the Blackberry Bliss. Push down, push, flip. Okay, there we go. Now this, he's little, so I want it thin. So I can even squeeze and put a little bit of water in there. Let's test it, make sure it's not too crazy wet. Okay. And let's color him in. I don't know why I assume he's a guy. Just pretty. Okay. So let's get a little bit deeper. Let's go over here and get a little bit deeper. Oh, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Beautiful, beautiful. Okay, so it's clean. You know what? And, oh, let's do a little bit. Here we got his body. Let's separate his body. I'll just keep it the same color. That'll be easy. Okay, clean. And then back to the Hello Honey. I could have done that while I had it out for the other. Oh, pretty. Very, very nice. Isn't that beautiful? So now let's put it all together. So I have here Hello Honey cardstock cut to 4 by 5 1/4 and two of the patterns from the Wildflower Fields Designer Series paper. This strip is cut to 4 by 1 1/4 and this is 3 by 2 1/4. We're going to start with this piece. I have here my fast fuse adhesive. I like to put my finger where those ridges are, and I want about 1 inch in each corner. So I'm going to slide first to the right to stop it, and then to the left. By alternating, it keeps that adhesive on the center of the roll. Okay, so come over here and slide. Now remember to slide or you'll get, okay, look, you'll get that hot, stringy cheese. We don't want that. Okay, so I'm going to come about here. I want to butt this up to the edge and come down about, let me see, right here. I don't press down until I'm happy with the placement. That is looking really good. Because once you press down, you've got a really, really good hold with this fast fuse adhesive. So let's come over here on each edge. Oh, okay, once in a while that happens. I just have to get it going again. There we go. And then slide to the left. So I go right, left, but you could go left, right. I want to cover up this edge just a little bit. So I've got this edge to edge looking really nice. Before I put this down, I want to tie around some white baker's twine. So let's do this. I like to wrap it 3 times. It's fine, and I like the look of 3 times. So let's take my thumb and hold this in place because I need a tail. So I'm going to tie a sweet little bow. And here's our 3 times. And make them so they're not all in a row. Crisscross them. There we go. And let's go ahead and cut that off. That'll make it easy. Okay. And tie, let's go ahead and tie a knot. This isn't bulky, so a knot isn't going to add a lot of bulk to it. Before our bow, you know, with some ribbon, it's already, it has some width to it, and it'd be just too much, but it's not with this. So I'm holding it in place while I get that knot. Okay, nice and tight. And then make a bow. The tails always end up going away from me, so that's why I always turn my card upside down, so the tails will be going down instead of up, so that looks nice. Now I turn it around. Very nice. So let's fluff. You have to be patient with the bow, and if it doesn't come out the first time, just try again. There we go. Baker's twine wants to get twisted, so I just made sure it wasn't twisted, because that's not a pretty look. Twisted. Okay. Now, back with my craft scissors. I save these just for ribbon, and they cut through it like butter. Fantastic. Okay, so now I need to use either mini glue dots or dimensionals because I can't just put that down. But because of the bulk and I like the look, let's go ahead and use Stampin' Dimensionals. These are foam adhesive dots. Okay, we don't want to put one in the center because it'll be teetering on here. So let's put them along the top and the bottom. And instead of just doing one, because this circle is good size, let's put 2 along the top, spread them out. And again, we can't have them on the sides because it'd be sitting on that baker's twine. There we go. And this trick I just love. Press down with your thumbnail and it pushes it, you know, when you do that in the center, it pushes up the edges so that you can peel these off easily. And this works with short nails too. You don't have to have long nails for this little tip to work for you. Press down. There we go. So let's put this on here. Let's have a look. Oh, Okay, and I'm liking it. So until I'm happy, again, I don't press down until I'm happy. And so then I have my Lost Lagoon cardstock. This is a half sheet of 8.5 by 11. So this is 8.5 by 5.5. And because of the baker's twine, we're not going to use the fast fuse. We're going to use mini glue dots. These are, give you an extra strong hold. And so you don't want to touch them. I peel them back so I can see them in the light. Take my cardstock to it, press down. And then one in each corner will work beautifully. Okay, look at that. Really quick card, huh? And the designer paper and the stamp set were free. You just got to love that. So if you'd like to get the Flowering Fields stamp set and the Wildflower Fields Designer Series paper for free, all you have to do is place a $50 order for each of them in my online store, www.shopwithshelly.com. So that's how you get the two things for free. So with a $100 order, you get both of those for free. So get on over now to my online store, www.shopwithshelly.com. I'm Shelly Godby, teaching you how to create hand stamped smiles. Thanks for watching.